Hi, welcome to your 40 over 40 workout. I'm Jenny and we're gonna get started. What you'll need for equipment today is one single lightweight dumbbell, maybe somewhere between like a 3 and 5 pound, and then a set of medium weights. Those are 10 pounds. You could do anything 5, 8, 10, somewhere around there, not too heavy. We'll be going up overhead with that one. And then you'll also need to have your mat out, your yoga blocks if you have them, and a yoga strap. We'll get started with a warm-up, so grab your water and meet me on your mat. For our warm-up today, we're gonna start slow with just some step-out jumping jacks. We're gonna do each exercise for about 60 seconds, and you can take it at whatever pace feels comfortable for you. If you're just jumping into this workout after sitting or maybe being somewhere cold, then you might just wanna start slow like this. If you're already somewhat warmed up or you've been doing some other exercise, then maybe you go right into a full jumping jack. You can always go back and forth between the two. Jumping is not for everyone, so just remember, you always have this option to step. Land soft on your feet if you're jumping. Try to get those arms all the way up overhead either way. We're gonna do 5 different warm-up exercises today, focusing on warming up the upper and lower body, as we'll be doing some combo exercises when we get into our workout. We're gonna take this to a front kick. Here we go, we're reaching for that opposite foot. Today's workout, we're gonna be doing a Tabata style workout, which is 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 8 times for each exercise. We'll have 4 different exercises. In those type of workouts, during that 20-second work, you want to try to get to about a 7 or 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. So if 1 is sitting around doing nothing and 10 is your max, try to get up to that 7 or 8. We're going to take this into a butt kick in about 15 seconds. You can start to make that step a little longer. Throughout this whole workout, take a water break when you need to. Don't wait for me to tell you. The breaks are short, so if you need longer, you can always pause and come back in when you're ready. Reaching behind. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Bend the knees as much as you can. You can maybe add a little bit of squat if you're ready for that. The lower you go, the more you get those legs warmed up. I caught you on a good day. I was doing fine, so fine. In about 20 seconds, we're gonna take a wide squat with a big arm circle. So start to make that step a little bit wider, a little bit wider. And then we're gonna land in that wide squat. Turn your legs out, take a big breath in, reach the arms up overhead, and down to the floor. Try to keep your back straight, not rounded. And maybe when you get to the top, you just take a little gentle back bend at the top to start to warm your spine up a little bit more. We're here for about 20 more seconds. Again, just take it at a pace that feels good for you. How much turnout you have in your legs is for your comfort. We'll do 2 more of these, and then you're gonna come to the back edge of your mat. Last one. Come to the back of your mat, and roll down, walk out to a plank, walk back up. Start arms up. Roll down here, let you round your back, bend your knees. You can nice stretch the back. Walk out. Just a little pause in your plank. Walk back. Roll it up and repeat. Continue to breathe. Pause. Walk it back. Bend your knees as much as you need to. And up. We're going to do that 2 more times. last one. And walk it back. Our workout starts in 20 seconds, so go ahead and grab one of those medium weight dumbbells. And our first exercise, we're gonna do a squat to the floor with a press overhead. So you're gonna start with the weight between your feet, pull it up, press it up, elbow to hip, and all the way down. And here we go. Starting at the floor, elbow to hip, and press it up. Elbow to hip, hinge down. Try to keep your hips and shoulders square to the front. Bend those knees as you go down. Keep your back flat. It's just 20 seconds. We're gonna stay on this arm for 4. Here's our 10-second rest. Now that you know what you're doing, see if you can pick up the pace a little bit. When you hear the beep, that means it's time to go. Here we go, 20 seconds. We're staying on the same arm. So we're gonna do 4 in a row on each side. Elbow to hip, press up. Try to go right to the center, and if you don't go all the way to the floor, that's okay. Here's our break. It's just a 10-second break. You can rest with that weight wherever you need to. You can even set it down if you'd like. The break goes by fast, so be ready to go. Here we go, we're on 3 of 4 for this arm. Press through your heels. Straighten your hips all the way when you come up. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Your free arm can do whatever it needs to help you with balance. Here's our break. We've got one more on this side. And then we'll switch arms after this one. Here we go. Remember, you're pulling your elbow to your hip and then pressing up overhead. Each piece is its own piece. Keeping your core engaged as you press up so you're not arching your back. Get one more in. Switch hands. Take your 10-second break. We're gonna repeat for 4 more rounds on the other side. Starting at the floor, elbow to hip, press it up. Now, as you do this workout in time, you might pick a heavier weight. You can also use a kettlebell if you have those. You can also do this whole thing without a weight if you're just starting out. If you're not sure what kind of equipment you want to invest in, try it without a weight, see how it goes. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Elbow to hip, remember that, that's important. So you get that right form, so your shoulder is stable as you press up overhead. Squeeze your glutes. The power comes from your hips. You can always take the pace down if you feel like your heart rate is getting too high. But you want to try to remember to that 7 to 8, 9 range on your scale of 1 to 10. 1 being nothing, 10 being you can't even talk. Try to get somewhere around that 7 to 8 during the 20 seconds. That looks different for everyone. We just have 1 more round to go on this side, and then we're gonna get a 1-minute break. Here we go, down to the floor, last one, and overhead. We've got time for 1 more after this one. Let's get this last rep in. All right, nice work. Take a break, you get 60 seconds. Have both of those weights nearby on your mat and grab a drink of water. Next, we're doing lunges and biceps curls for the first 4. And for the second half, we're gonna be doing lunges with an overhead tricep extension. So while you're resting, I'm gonna show you what these look like. For the first set, we're gonna be doing lunge and curl, lunge and curl. We're gonna do 4 in a row like that. For the second set, you're gonna take one weight overhead. When you step back, you bend your elbows. When you step forward, you extend your arms and you're alternating. Here we go, here's our first set, lunge and curl. So you can keep your palms in towards your body the whole time, more like a hammer curl, or you might curl your palms up towards the ceiling. Alternating lunges, rest. Same thing in 10 seconds. Make sure you're stepping far enough back on those lunges that your front knee stays over your front ankle. And maybe you have about a 90-degree bend in that back leg. Come into the ball of your back foot, rest. 2 more like that with the biceps curls. Remember, you can do this whole workout without weights. The purpose is to get the heart rate up, and even if you don't have weights, you're still working the muscles, toning and strengthening the lower body, as well as the core. Lunges are so good for core and balance. One more to go on those. All right, this is our last time through with the biceps curls. Keep those elbows in by your sides. When you hear the beep on that brake, you're gonna drop one weight, and then we're gonna move into the triceps for the next 4. Here it is. Set a weight down, and hold the other one horizontal, overhead. When we step back, bend, extend as you step forward. Push off with the ball of your foot from behind. Again, making sure you're stepping back far enough to get about a 90-degree bend in that front leg. 3 more to go. Start with those arms up. When you hear the beep, you're gonna step back. Here it is. You can always skip a set, just 20 seconds, if you need a longer rest, or pause and come back in when you're ready. All right, we're getting in there. Starting again in 5. We have one more set after this. Keep those elbows forward. This will be our last set of lunges with tricep extensions. Your 1-minute break is coming up. Set it up. Here we go. Last 10 seconds to go, you got this. Keep it up, it's just a couple more reps. Last one. All right, beautiful. Set those weights aside, we're done with the weights. Take a water break if you need it, and just keep moving, because for the next 2 exercises, we're gonna be down on the mat. So when your heart rate is up really high, you don't wanna go right from up to down. So give yourself a minute to let your breath come down, let your heart rate come down, and we're gonna be doing some plank up downs next. So we'll be starting in a high plank, moving down into a low plank, and alternating. So when we start on these, we're gonna start with our right arm leading for the 4 in a row, and then we'll start with the left arm leading for 4 in a row. Down on your mat. When you hear the beep, we're gonna come all the way up into our high plank. Here it is. And then you're gonna come down to your elbows, one at a time. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Now try not to toss and turn your hips too much. You wanna just try to stay as straight as possible. So that means keeping your belly pulled in nice and tight, squeezing your glutes. Take a break on your knees. No, you could do this whole thing on your knees, just like this, okay? Otherwise, we're gonna be back up on our toes in 3. Still leading with the right. Right, left, good. Try not to arch your back. Hands under the shoulders. And when you hear the beep, you come down to your knees for a break. There's your break. We've got 2 more on the right. That 10 seconds goes by fast. So stretch your arms in any way you need to, and let's go. Don't go too fast because you don't want to be rolling from side to side. You want to be as stable as possible. Rest. You're going to take 1 more with the right lead, and then we'll move to the left. Here we go. Last time, right, left, right, left. You could always just hold your plank too if you need a little break, or you could hold your low plank. Either way, but try to do something for the 20 seconds. That's working the core and the shoulders. We're halfway done. We're gonna be moving into the left lead next. So when you hear the beep, come up onto your toes. Left arm down first. Left, right, left, right. Now when you come back up from low, put your hand right under your shoulder. Three more to go. This is right about where you start to feel those shoulders. And you want to quit, but we're not going to. We're going to keep going with those 3 more sets. Down, up. Remember options. Hold a plank. Hold a half plank. That means come down to your knees. But keep a straight line from your shoulder to your knee. If you're holding, remember to keep breathing. We're so close to being done with these. Just 2 more to go. Left lead. Spread those fingers. You could take your feet a little wider apart too. That's an option to give you a little wider base of support to help support the core. All right, 1 more. You got this. Stretch the shoulders. Set it up. Last time. Let's go. 10 seconds, come on. Last one, rest. Whew. All right, take your 60-second break. Grab a drink of water if you need to. And we're gonna stay down on the mat for the next one. And you'll need your light weight. So just one single 3 or 5 pound weight. You can also do this without a weight if you don't have one, or if you just want to try it without a weight. Another reason why maybe you wouldn't want to use a weight is if your shoulders are feeling really fatigued after everything else that we've done. However, without the weight, this next exercise is a little bit more challenging. So what we're gonna do is a full body crunch. Start long, weight overhead so the weight helps come all the way up, tuck the knees in towards the chest, and back down. We're gonna do that for couple in a row, 2 sets in a row, and then we're gonna do a twist for the third one. twist to the left for the fourth one, and we'll repeat. Here we go, straight up. 20 seconds. So you're coming to your heels, heels in, heels out, heels in. Rest. Same thing, we're gonna repeat just like that. Exactly what we just did. All the way up, hug the knees in. We're so close to being done. This is our last Tabata exercise. And then we're gonna be moving into our yoga sequence. So look forward to that. Rest. Now on the next two, we're gonna add a twist. First, we're gonna go to the right and you're gonna keep your legs straight. So no touching the knees in this time. We come up, twist, back to center, and down. Stay to the right. Twist, center, and down. So you can see how that weight gives you a little extra momentum without overdoing it on your shoulders. Rest. Next time we're gonna go to the left. Reposition yourself on your mat if you've moved. And here we go, up and twist to the left, center and down. Now sometimes twisting and holding a weight can not be the best thing for everybody's backs. So if you are feeling that, do this without the weight or take the twist out and you can always just go straight up, which is what we're doing next. So we have 4 more to go. 2 straight up, 1 to the right and 1 to the left, and then our Tabata will be done. Straight up. Knees to chest. Rest. 1 more just like that. Take some deep breaths while you're down here. All right, this is the last one where we're coming straight up. Take your break here. We're down to our last 2 sets. We've got a twist to the right and a twist to the left. Coming right up, legs straight. Here we go to the right. Remember to come all the way out of that twist before you go back down. We're breathing every time, exhale. All right, we are almost there. Our last set is coming up to the left. Take a big deep breath and let's finish it up. This is our last of the Tabata sequences. And then we are moving into our yoga section. So when we're done here, when you hear the beep, you can set your weights aside, take off your shoes and socks, grab your blocks, and meet me on your mat. Might take a water break if you need it. Anytime. We are going to be doing some kneeling. So if your knees are sensitive to that, you might want to grab an extra blanket or bolster to place under your knees while we're in the kneeling positions. Have your blocks and your strap nearby where you can reach them. And we're gonna start the back of your mat in a child's pose. So take your time coming in. Just settle down into that child's pose. And just breathe. We're going to take this first minute or so just to settle in, to let your breath start to come down, to let your heart rate start to come down. Arms are extended out in front. Head to the mat, or maybe you just prop your forehead under your hands if that's more comfortable. And just start to take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as we settle into our yoga practice, it's always good to remind yourself of your intention, why you come to the mat, how you can translate that into the rest of your day. Maybe finding balance or just letting go. Whatever it is for you, make that connection with your intention now and see if you can hold that with you for the rest of this practice. From here, we're going to slowly start to roll the spine up. We're going to come all the way up to our knees. Nice and tall. Come up slow so you don't get dizzy. Relax the shoulders down, and we're going to take a big deep breath in. Reach the arms up overhead. Take a gentle back bend here. And then we're going to forward fold into a tabletop. Roll through a cat-cow. So we're going to take a big inhale, arching the spine. Exhale, round it out, drop your head. Knees are under your hips. Hands are under your shoulders, and just roll through a few more at your own pace. Inhaling, extending the spine. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral, and then we're just going to take a step forward with the hands. Drop the hips, coming into our half plank. And then slowly lower down, elbows in by your sides, all the way down to the mat. Thumbs are up by your shoulders. Take an inhale, press up into a baby cobra. Just a gentle extension of the spine, shoulders relax down. All the way down to the mat. Tuck your toes, we're gonna press back up, hips stay high. Slide the arms forward, come into that puppy pose. Forehead to the mat. Walk the hands back and sit back in child's. Rounding your back, stretching through the spine. We're going to repeat that sequence with some additions. So we're going to slowly roll up, tuck the toes under, big breath in, and we're going to come into a baby camel, reaching the arms back behind you. So just a little gentle extension of the spine here. Big breath in, arms come up overhead, and forward fold. Adding a twist here, you're going to take your left hand to the center. Right arm is going to reach up on an inhale. And exhale, we're going to thread the needle. Ear and shoulder to the mat. Inhale, twist open, and exhale under. 2 more times. With the pace of your breath. Last time under. We'll come back to center. And same thing the other way. Right hand under your right shoulder. Left arm reaches up on that inhale. And exhale, thread the needle. Inhale up. And exhale down. Last time up. Last time down. Back to center. Walk your hands forward, half plank. Lower all the way down. Baby cobra, or come up a little bit higher into your cobra. All the way down. Tuck your toes. Hips are high. Walk, keep your hands forward. Turn slightly outward. Tuck your toes. We're gonna come up into a downward facing dog. Knees can be bent here, and we're just gonna pedal out the feet, keeping that length in the spine. So think about that straight line from your wrist to your hip. Rolling the pelvis up toward the ceiling. Keeping the belly pulled in nice and tight. We're gonna gaze forward and step the right foot forward and drop the left knee. Grab your blocks. Just coming into a lizard series here. So you have a block on each side of your foot. Your back toes could be tucked under if that feels better for your knee, or just keeping your foot flat. You're gonna take your blocks to the inside of your foot, walk your foot slightly off of the mat and let it drop to the side. If this feels good, you could stay right here, or maybe you just play around with coming a little bit lower onto the blocks, any level. Just find what feels good and stay there for a couple of breaths. We're gonna come back up. Walk the foot back to center and sit back into a half split. And then we're gonna switch sides. You're gonna take your left foot forward into that lunge. Again, your toes can be tucked under or flat foot. Gaze is forward, shoulders relax down. And then we're gonna take the blocks in, step the left foot off, let that foot sink to the side, and then find whatever position you like here, up or down, or any position of the blocks to get you into the stretch that feels right for you. Back to center. Bring your left foot in, sit back into your half split. You're gonna bring that foot back. Keep your hands on the blocks. Take a shoulder stretch. Feels like a child's pose with your hips high, hands on the blocks. And then we're gonna set the blocks aside. Take your strap, come onto your back. Bring the strap around your right foot and bring that foot straight up. You can keep your left leg bent if you like, or you can straighten it out, whatever feels like the right amount of stretch for you. Find a grip on the strap that allows you to relax your shoulders. Switch sides. Just really starting to slow the breath. Release this leg and take a nice long stretch. Relax your arms down by your sides and just let everything melt into the mat. When you hear the beep, you can either stay in this resting pose for our meditation, or Or if you'd like, you can come to any comfortable seat. If you have a meditation cushion that you like, you could use that. Or again, you can just stay here in your Shavasana and listen to the meditation. So we're gonna start by just taking a few deep breaths in through the nose and out with a sigh. And as you sigh, think of that as just letting go of anything you want to leave on the mat and not take with you for the rest of the day. Whatever that might be. Whatever no longer serves you and your intention, give yourself permission to let that go. And then just begin to find your breath, focusing on your breath. And as you're breathing in, just note that you're breathing in. Maybe in your mind, you just note in. And as you're breathing out, just note out. And just keeping your awareness on your breath, noting the in-breaths, noting the out-breaths. And just notice when thoughts arise, as they will. And just note thought, thinking, planning, whatever it might be. Catch yourself doing it and let it go. Come back to the in-breath by noting in, and the out-breath, noting out. And maybe you just start to notice more about the breath, the feeling of the in-breath flowing through your nostrils, the sound of the out-breath, the way your body changes shapes as you inhale, expanding, and exhale, contracting. Just keeping your focus on all things breath. Noting thoughts when they arise, not getting lost in the stories that accompany those thoughts, but just noticing your thinking mind, and being aware. And let those thoughts go and come back to the breath. And that is your practice, is noticing when the thoughts have come and not drifting in to the stories. And as you're there with your eyes closed, and take 3 more nice deep breaths in and out through your nose. And maybe you start to gently open your eyes. If you're lying down, you might roll to one side. And if you're not already seated, just take your time coming up to a comfortable seat. And we'll take one deep breath in together, arms up overhead, palms together, hands to your heart. As always, thank you so much for sharing your time, attention, and energy with me. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.